Okay, so we are about to bring up somebody that I personally. Okay, so we're going to bring up somebody that I consider to be one of the most intelligent marketers that I know online. The guy is absolutely amazing. You're going to see that for yourself. But he's been online since like 1995. 1995. Wow, that's like before Google existed. I went online in like 1998-ish. 1995 beats me, that's for sure. So he has a long history being here on the internet. But not only that, he sold one of his businesses to Yahoo. That's not a bad customer, huh? You develop something, you have the intellectual power, or at least you tap into the intellectual horsepower to create something that Yahoo says, I want to buy that. He sold it off to Yahoo. And not only that, he's also a New York Times best-selling author. So wow, that's right. And how many of you are familiar with Next Internet Millionaire reality show that was on? Okay, so he's the guy that is the mastermind and the brains behind the first ever reality television show that was designed for the internet. Amazing. And I've watched him and I've seen him, and actually he just told me something today that I was like, okay, wow, I didn't know that. We had sat down over a year and a half ago, and he told me, like, you gave me this one headline. I've been using it ever since then. It's been making me a lot of money. And let me tell you something. This guy makes a lot of money. He makes a whole lot of money. Everybody say a whole lot of money. And he's going to come up here and show you how to do it as well. But he's going to show you how to make money without selling anything to anybody. Isn't that interesting? He's going to show you how to make money tapping into people, tapping into what people do by nature. In fact, if people don't do this on the internet, they can't go anywhere. He's going to show you how to tap into what is at the core of what everybody does on the internet. They click around and do stuff, but he'll give you the details on how you can go about doing that. But before I bring him up, I want us to watch this video. It's like a 2-minute video. You guys ready? Yes. So what I want to do is just cue up the video, and then we're going to get ready to bring up my good friend.
This is the truth. If you turn things upside down, you can't achieve your hopes and dreams. I would be lying to you if I said that you have a great future ahead, that you can recover from your past mistakes, that you can have financial security, that you can be the success you hope to be. More than anything, you must know you'll always be stuck working for someone else. Your efforts will only lead to failure, and I refuse to believe under any circumstances that you can turn things around in the coming months. You may think things are hard now. There's more to come. You have only one destiny, and whether you like it or not, this is what is real. My name is Joel Comm, and you should know that I believe exactly the opposite. My name is Joel Comm, and this is what is real. And whether you like it or not, you have only one destiny. There's more to come. You may think things are hard now, but you can turn things around in the coming months. I refuse to believe under any circumstances that your efforts will only lead to failure, and you'll always be stuck working for someone else. More than anything, you must know that you can be the success you hope to be, that you can have financial security, that you can recover from your past mistakes. You have a great future ahead. I would be lying to you if I said that you can't achieve your hopes and dreams if you turn things upside down. This is the truth.
All right. So I want you to stand on your feet and give a huge welcome to a New York Times best-selling author, Joel Comm.
Thank you, Stephen. Woo! You ready? You ready? Oh, that's good. All right, sit down. Sit down. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Wow. Could you just feel the oxygen getting sucked out of the room, the first part of that? I mean, there was tissues coming out, right? The ladies are going, Oh, but then on the backside, bring it. Yes, sir. Bring it. You got me going, man. I'm going to get to preaching too. Oh, on the backside, the truth. The truth. What's the difference? It's all right here. It's all right here. Now it's not my head, it's in your head. The voices that we have in our head. By the way, there should only be one. If you got more than one, please get help. They're the voices that we hear repeated from our childhood, or from perhaps parents that were not as loving as they should be. Co-workers, friends, associates, enemies. The ones that say you can't succeed. You know what I say to them? It's one word. Well, if it is a word, look it up. I think it's in Wikipedia, so PFFFT. There we go. Now, you, Dr. Breakthrough, inspired me. You inspire me. In fact, I've been working on my belt too. I have. No, I have. I just keep working on letting it out another notch. No, but seriously, I've been practicing with wood, all right, because I want to be able to break wood too. And I'm going to demonstrate for you guys right now the progress I've made. Can I do that? Yeah. Can I do that? Yeah. All right, here we go. Now, I need concentration here, okay? You throw me off my game, man. All right, here we go. I can break through. Oh! Can we have some fun today? Are you sure? Good, because I'll tell you what, if I'm not having fun doing this, I got no business being here. Right? Right. All right, let's jump in. May I please have the slide up there? That is the headline that Mr. Stephen Pierce helped me write sitting over the dinner table a couple of years ago. Let's give a hand for Stephen. Yes, sir. And a big thank you to Steve and to Tom and Brett for having me here. I really appreciate you guys inviting me. It's going to be fun. Can I please get on one of the monitors right here, the presentation? That way I know where I'm at, what I'm doing. I'm excited. Can you tell? Because what we're going to talk about today has got to be the easiest, the simplest, the biggest no-brainer that exists online today. Turn to your neighbor and say, biggest no-brainer. You didn't mean that about each other, though. I just want you to don't take it personally. We want good voices going on. Oh, it's big. It's huge. It's massive. It's ginormous. And whatever else you are doing, online or offline, if you are not incorporating this as part of your success plan, you are leaving money on the table. Do you believe me? Yes. It's true. It is true. What we're talking about are two of my favorite words. Passive income. Wow, that's good. Say passive, income. Oh, it feels good just to say it, doesn't it? Yes, I like it. What is passive income? Money that comes in no matter what you're doing. Whether you're working, whether you're sleeping, whether you're playing, whether you're eating, whatever it is you're doing, it is money that is on autopilot. It doesn't stop. You can't stop it. It keeps coming in. Now, what I want to tell you today is that there are a lot of ways to make money online. Oh, there are so many ways. You ought to see the whiteboard at our office filled with ideas. It's not a question of what do we do to make money online. It's what don't we do? There's too much. There's not enough us to go around. I wish I could just pour it out and show you all the opportunity there is, because it is literally seeping from every wall of the internet. But unlike some opportunities, I think people make a mistake. Okay, can I be candid? Yes. All right. I think a lot of people approach making money online backwards. And what I mean by that is they go, okay, how can I make money online? And then they go looking for ways to do that. I say that's backwards. And here's why that's backwards. I believe each and every person in this room is created by God with unique talents, skills, abilities, personality, makeup, unlike anybody else. You're not like anybody else. You are unique. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm unique. It's true, you are. Nobody can replace who you are. Created to be unique. And because of that, you are created with certain passions and desires. You know what they are. They burn deep down inside you. They're the thing that you're made to do. Now, some of us are doing what we're made to do. And you know when you're doing what you're made to do because everything just clicks. Things just line up. The road is clear. Oh, yeah, every now and then there's obstacles. But you know that because you're doing what you were made to do, you break through those obstacles. You laugh at them. Ha! But if you're not, thank you. If you're not doing that thing you were made to do, you're probably in a situation where you might be a little, confused about what you're doing for a job, or why things aren't working out, or why this little tactic or strategy that you're trying, it's just not working for me like it's working for this guy or this gal. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I think your business needs to start right here. It needs to come out of your passion. It needs to come out of your knowledge. It needs to come out of your skills. It needs to come out of who you are because you have a purpose. Yes. You're not just here to take up space. And you, sir, take up a good amount of space. It's okay if I pick on Dr. Breakthrough a little bit?
Yes, sir.
I'll just run if he comes after me. You ain't punching me in the stomach. It'd just be one time and that'd be it. Where was I? You're not just taking up space. You got a purpose. You got a reason for being here. And I believe that your online business should be a reflection of who you are and what you're passionate about. Let's talk about passion. I love traveling with my family. Oh, I am passionate about getting on that airplane and leaving the laptop behind and going somewhere pretty. That is my passive income paradise. Just there a couple months ago in Hawaii, overlooking on the 10th floor of the Marriott there in Lahui. And I'd get up in the morning. It's the only time I got up before my wife. She's always up before me. But I would be up as the sun was coming up, out on the balcony, listening to the roosters crow and watching the sun come up and thinking, this is it. This is what the passive income can do for you. Now, I'm passionate about a good deal of other things as well. One of them is being here and sharing a message that would hopefully inspire others and then give them a path so that they can experience the kind of success I've had. Does that sound exciting? Yeah. These guys are excited too. I know you just had lunch. I'm sorry. Oh, they're excited. I know you want a minute, but there's a few of you here that do this on Saturday or Sunday morning. I will not single you out to raise your hand. It's fine if you're excited about this. But let me ask you a question. These people that go to the ball game or go to the concerts and get all excited and just get, they get nuts. Wah! They're crazy when they go to these games. They're rooting for their players and their team. What do we get as fans when our team wins?
Nothing.
Thank you. Nothing. Zip, zilch, zero, nada, zed, bupkis. That's it. Nothing. So if we're going to go out and get all excited for our favorite team or our favorite rock star or movie star or whatever, how much more so should we get excited about doing something that's stemming out of our passion and affords us the opportunity to make passive income? That's what I'm talking about. Now, they do have some things right at the game. In fact, one way that they show their excitement is by doing something we call the wave. So I feel one coming on, and it's starting on this side of the room right here on the count of three. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and up and down the room. Come on, I want to see everybody doing this wave. Oh, we got a few. I feel the bigger one coming on. Here comes 1, 2, 3. We're excited about making passive income and down the line, and that's awesome. And you did that without having to paint yourself like that. So congratulations. I want to talk to you about internet math. You've heard of the new math? You heard of the new math? I know, when we were little, it was the new math. This is the new math, and here it is. Me, meaning you, plus Google equals gold. Say me, plus Google equals gold. Ka-ching. Oh, we love that sound. Here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to understand so clearly that when I ask you, can you do it, that you believe in yourself that you can. I just want you to yell out, I can do it. Can you do it? I can do it. I believe you can. And I'm going to show you why. Can I tell you a little bit about myself first? All right, let's do it. First of all, let me show you the reason I'm here. Besides teaching you folks, the reason I'm here are these people. This is the love of my life, Mary. Been married for 19 years. And thank you. She still adores me. I don't, you know, what's up with that? I can't figure it out. And then we got my 3 kids, Zach, Jenna, and Socrates. Isn't he cute? Who's a big boy? He's so cute. He misses his dad, too. I talked to him on the phone before. She said he was licking the phone, so. Everybody's got their reason why, right? Is a big reason why. A little bit about me. Went to University of Illinois. Any? Illini? No? Good. Okay. Speech comm major. And yes, my real last name is Comm, by the way, in case you're wondering if that's a stage name or something. It's not. C-O-M-M. It is my real name. I was a radio DJ. Surprised? WPGU, Rock 107 FM, spinning stacks and stacks of hot, hot wax. Here's some Pat Benatar. Yeah. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And by the way, you would think being a radio DJ is this really glamorous, romantic. Boring. Sitting behind a mic playing the songs they tell you to play again and again. I had to get out of there. I was an encyclopedia salesman. Can I interest you in this lovely set of leather Britannicas, sir? Don't you care about your children's education? Sign here. Cut my teeth in sales doing that, learning from greats like Zig Ziglar. If you haven't read Secrets of Closing the Sale, a book that I highlighted that book so much you would have thought that the book came out of the shelf yellow. I mean, I ate it up. I was a data entry manager, learned a little bit more about computers and doing database stuff. And one of the things I'm most proud of is I'm a professional digital entertainment engineer, which really means I like to play video games. Any World of Warcraft players? A handful, yes. 10 million people around the world play this online game, and I still, at the age of 44, love to play computer games. And I play with my kids. My wife plays too. Family that plays together? Stays together. Yes, they do. Even if you're killing each other while you're doing it. In 1995, I launched my first website. It's called worldvillage.com. It still stands today. It's 13 years old. It was created as a family-friendly alternative to a lot of the garbage that was online at the time. In fact, the man who started that with me all those years ago is in the room. Please stand up, Mr. Ken Burge. Give Ken a hand. Ken went off to work for the evil empire, Microsoft. And as of January of this year, he came back with me. He's now the president of our company, so we're glad to have him. This was our brainchild, and you know, it was very early. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know if we could make any money with it or not, but, you know, we thought this is the new frontier. In 1996, I launched a multiplayer game room. This was the first successful joint venture for me. I found a young programmer at the University of California, San Diego, and he had developed a foundation for this multiplayer game room where people could play online, chess, checkers, hearts, spades, bridge, backgammon, and the like. And we grew it from where he had 3 or 4 people playing at one time to about 600 people playing at one time, and that's when we got a knock on our virtual door. Hello, who is it? Yahoo! They bought it from us. It was my first 7-figure deal, and how's that? I think it's pretty cool, but the money was fine. Here's the coolest part, though. You see the little avatars, the face icons that you can choose from? How about this guy? All right, for those who have seen me for the first time, you don't know I just shaved. I've had a goatee for 15 years, and this is the new look. By the way, everybody says I look younger. I'm not. Thinner, I'm not. And more trustworthy. Well, I was trustworthy before, so I don't know how you break through once you're trustworthy already, but it's pretty funny. Anyway, if you type in on Google, in quotes, the most recognizable face on the internet, guess who comes up first? Me. This was my first $1 million deal. Turn to your neighbor and say, that's cool. I think so. I built a portfolio of sites over the years, all family friendly, shopping sites, free stuff sites, contest sites. I even built a site. Can we talk about failures for a moment? Okay, because they're not all success stories. The last one you see up there is a site called Virtual Was Up. During the big why that phase, right? I said, all right, Flash developer, here's several $1,000s. Build me a dozen greeting cards from celebrities and the like, doing this was up thing, and people could send the greeting cards. So there was Hillary Clinton standing at a podium going, why that? I thought, this is great. We're going to key into this right at the right time. Nobody came. Nobody used it. It stands today as a testimony that not everything we do succeeds. So little vulnerability for you there. They're not all hits, but you got to try, right? You got to try. And hopefully as we try and we succeed more and occasionally fail, we fail less or we fail fast. You know, when you fail, don't try to hang on to it. Don't get married to it. Move on to the next thing. Can I get an amen? You rubbed off on me, brother. And last year, I did something that nobody else had done before. I put together, hosted, and was the executive producer of the world's first competitive internet reality show, The Next Internet Millionaire. And for those who have not seen it, you can go to nextinternetmillionaire.com. All 13 episodes are online. We brought a dozen contestants out of 300 that auditioned out to Colorado for a 2-week period, brought in some of the legends of internet marketing, including my friend Armin Morin, Jeff Walker, Marlon Sanders, and a host of others. They taught our contestants in a very private session. They learned from the best of the best in these closed-door sessions for 2 hours a day, and then they were put to the test in both group and individual immunity tasks. At the end, there was one person left standing. I won't tell you who it was in case you want to go watch. They won $25,000 cash in a joint venture with me where we grossed $75,000 in 1 week. Pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about today is a very focused topic, but I just want you to know I've done everything, just about everything there is to do online over the years, including and up to MLM and even eBay. Can I tell you a quick eBay story? Can I tell you a story? Thank you. I want to make sure you're all here with me. A conference a couple of years ago, I was set to speak first thing in the morning. Well, first thing in the morning, I got to have my breakfast before I get up, right? Make sure my stomach's full. And so I ordered a breakfast from the hotel, and it was a nice breakfast. It was croissant with scrambled eggs and bacon, and who's getting hungry? Hash browns. It was so big, though, I could only eat half of it. And you don't want to go on stage on an incredibly full stomach, right? So I ate half of it, didn't touch the other half, brought it on stage with me, and I said, anybody hungry? And lady in the front row, she raised her hand, so I handed it to her, okay. I give my whole presentation. At the end of it, she comes to me, turns around her computer, and shows me this. She had taken a picture of my breakfast and listed it on eBay as AdSense guru Joel Comm's half-eaten breakfast. Oh, that's not the punchline. This is the punchline. Now, to be fair, all right, to be fair, when she showed it to me, I said, throw a 20-minute consultation in there and we'll give the proceeds to charity of your choice. So she put that on there, and so we sold it for $110. But my point is, you can sell anything online. Anything. Thank you. Oh, things were going great early on in our internet career until about 2000. Who was there for the dot-com bust? Raise your hands, please. I know it hurts even to raise your hand, doesn't it? Like, oh, there goes my savings. There's my 401k. Let me tell you what happened. From the time the web began up until 2000, venture capitalists were throwing money after absolutely anything with a .com at the end. You could have gone with a business plan for a website called monkeyunderwear.com and raised $5 million. They were .com crazy. Well, what happened is they threw all this money after bad business models with no plans, and eventually somebody had to pay the piper. All these businesses that failed, and the prices were so overinflated, it just couldn't sustain itself. So the first .com bust that happened was very legitimate, and it needed to happen, and I'm sorry for those who got hurt by that, but there was no other way. But now, things are different now. Now we have real businesses with real business models with great chance for success making serious coin online. Are you with me? Yeah. They're not going away. This internet thing is no fad. It is here to stay, and it is connecting the world. We are connected globally like never before. We can, I don't know if you've done this, but I've got friends that travel around the world, and I'll get online and hit a button, and I'm instantly chatting eyeball to eyeball with somebody in Australia or in Asia or in England. I got customers that are purchasing product from all over the world all day long, and we ship it or they download it. We are so connected now. The internet's not getting any younger, and neither are we. Every day that passes that you are not investing in your online opportunity, you're missing another opportunity. Every day. And for those who might say, well, I'm new at this and I'm overwhelmed at this, you have a choice to make. And here's your choice. You're either going to learn it or partner with somebody who knows it, or just decide now that you're leaving it behind, because it's just going to keep moving without you, and it's just going to keep getting harder and more complex. Am I right? It's true. And let me tell you one of the reasons everything changed after this first great dot-com bust. Yes, the angels did sing, and there was Google. And Google has changed the world. Google has brought opportunity unlike any other that I've seen online. I got a little twist on a childhood poem. Hope nobody will be offended by it. Here it goes. Google loves me, this I know, because my paycheck tells me so. You like that, huh? I'm glad you're sitting right there. Do a single person wave. See, you'd probably do the hokey pokey if I asked you to. Look at this stock chart. When Google went public at $100, the naysayers said, that's crazy. This stock isn't worth $70 a share. People are going to get eaten alive. They're going to lose their money. Uh-huh. Who wishes they bought some Google at $100 a share? Oh, all day, every day, again and again and again. Well, guess what? You missed that opportunity. But what I'm going to show you here in just a minute is going to be like buying Google at $100 a share. Who'd like a piece of that? All right. In 2005, Google took in over $6 billion in advertising revenue. In 2006, the Big G took in over $10 billion in advertising revenue. In 2007, over $14 billion. Everybody in your best Dr. Evil imitation, $14 billion. That's a lot of change. Here's the good news. You ready for the good news? Yes, sir. Thank you. They want to share a piece of that money with each of you. I want to take it too. I know you do. And you should. The Big G is coming over to your place and saying, hello. Would you please create a website and write about your passion? And let us put our ads on your website. And I'll tell you what. You don't have to struggle about how those ads are going to get there, because all you got to do is copy and paste a piece of code. And we're going to look at the content of your website, and in a split second, we're going to send ads to your website that are relevant to whatever your content is. You're writing you got a site about travel. Guess what kind of ads you're going to get? Got a site about gardening? No matter what it is, automatically on the fly, they'll put ads on your website. Well, how do I get paid? That is the passive income part. Somebody comes to your site, they read your article, they see an ad that looks interesting to them, they click that ad, ka-ching! Google shares the revenue with you. Let me show you what this looks like. Oh, missed this part. I'm going to show you about passive income with AdSense. I'm going to show you how to open an AdSense account, put it on your site. I'm going to talk about the top 10 mistakes. I'm going to show you how everyone can use AdSense regardless of what they're doing as part of their passive income plan. And I'm going to present you with an opportunity to get a slice of the massive Google pie. Sound good? Excellent. Here's AdSense. Little piece of code on the left side. Don't need to understand it. I don't. You don't have to. Copy, paste. Put it on your pages and your templates one time, and the ads are automatically delivered. For example, this is a site about herbal tea. You'll see the ads across the top and down the center column. They're all about tea. The guy didn't go out and say, excuse me, I have a site about tea. Would you please put tea ads on my site? No, it was automatic. And anytime somebody visits this site and reads about herbal tea or the other articles they have, and they click on one of those ads because it is a solution to the problem they're having at that moment, right? We all need solutions to stuff. And the websites we go to give us those solutions. Well, if that ad gives me the solution better than that article and I click that ad, I get the money. Ka-ching. All you got to do is copy and paste. Say copy and paste. Can you do that? I believe you can. Can you do it? That's close. What are you supposed to say? I can do it. Can you do it? Yes, I believe you can. Why AdSense? Here's why. You are invited to partner with the world's most popular search engine. They're number one, folks. They don't get any bigger than number one. They're it. This is what I call the ultimate joint venture. Now, you're going to make some joint ventures here in this room, and if you're not, you need to, because joint ventures are important. But this is the big G. $14 billion a year in ad revenue and on the climb, and they're just looking for people to joint venture with them. This is an important part of your passive income strategy, regardless of what else you're doing. And I'm going to show you how it works across the board. Doing MLM, it works. If you're doing investing, it works. Real estate, it works. Licensing, franchising, subscriptions, travel biz, ebooks, songwriting, kiosks, health products, anything, it works. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what the rest of your business looks like. This is a stream that we create on autopilot. Repeat after me. I will get checks from Google. I will get checks from Google. Oh, and it's so nice when you do. It is such a great feeling when you see that. Well, now it's direct deposit, okay? Because we want that money faster. They'll still send us a check, but we want that money quick. Here's the good news. I've made a few mistakes, and I made a few mistakes. But you can learn from those. We want to learn from people who've gone before us, right? When I started out with AdSense, they launched the program in June 2003. And I copied and I pasted and I put the code on my site and I thought, bring on the money. You're laughing at me. Those are some sad, sorry numbers. Been there, done that. Real disappointing. And one of my mistakes at that point was not doing more. Kind of leaving it there thinking, well, this stinks. Next, what else we got? Well, I played around with it a little bit more, and by February of that year, I got to around $20, $30, but I still wasn't really doing AdSense like I should. One day, I'm sitting in a conference room, not unlike this, and the guy next to me has got his laptop open, and there's his AdSense report. And I look over, and he's making $200, $300 a day with the ads on his side. I said, really? He said, uh-huh. So that day, sitting in the conference room, I started digging in deep. Nobody really had done this to date. Nobody had really begun testing AdSense to find out what are the best block sizes, what are the best page placements, what are the best color combinations, what kind of content. And the light bulb was switched on that very day. Don't know if you could see that. I went from $22 a previous day to $86 that day. Wow. Is that cool? It continued to climb from there as I continued testing and doing my research. Now we're to $250, $300 a day. And by November, I had figured it out and hit the passive income jackpot. In January of that year, my lovely, adoring wife, Mary, said to me, we've been living off our savings from Yahoo and the other web stuff since 2001 when things took a downturn. We're not making enough. How long are you going to keep doing this? I believed in my heart that this was going to come around again, that the internet was no fluke, that there was opportunity, and I was going to find it. And I turned to her and I said, if by midway through this year, June 30th, we do not see a change in the trend, then I'll do something else, which I don't know what that would look like. I'm not going back to selling encyclopedias. And I think my prayer to God at that moment was a little something like this. Oh, God! Oh. You think I'm joking? I'm not kidding. And, frequently God will wait till the 11th hour, really build our faith. But it was April. He showed up early. And I was happy. And I knew that this was it. This was it. I told my friend Dave Taylor about this. Dave's got a blog called AskDaveTaylor.com. He answers people's questions about technical stuff. And he started making over $10,000 a month with it. I went to my friend Tim Carter of Ask the Builder and discussed how to better optimize their AdSense. Tim's making over $30,000 a month with it. There's this guy who owns a MySpace image site making over $100,000 every month, passive income from putting pictures on a site. Hello. In 2006 and 2007, amongst all the rest that my business is doing, here was our passive income just from Google AdSense. And by the way, that's just one of the accounts. Wow. Oh, yeah, there's another. Now, see that happy guy there? In the early years, if you earned over 5 figures, $10,000 a month with Google, they would send you your check via FedEx overnight, right? And they called it the FedEx Club. So early on, us Google people would say, are you in the FedEx Club? Now you might be asking, Joel, that's a UPS envelope, what's the deal? They went from FedEx to UPS, then they went from UPS to DHL, and then they went from DHL to direct deposit. You can still get DHL from them with your 5-figure check for $20 a month or so, but I like getting it directly in my account. I got a big check, I got a big smile, and I got a question for y'all. Who would like to experience what it's like to get an overnight check from Google? Yeah. Oh, you bet you will. Okay, can we please go ahead and hand those out? We got special delivery for you. FedEx envelope coming your way, and I would ask that you please do not open it. Just pass them out there, and I want you to just put it there in front of you, and I want you to dream. And I want you to dream big. Because if your dreams are small dreams, you're not dreaming big enough. Am I right? Yeah. If I can do this, you can do this. In fact, here's what I tell people. This is so easy that my mother could do this. So just hold on to your FedEx envelope. Set it down there in front of you. If they've passed by you and you haven't gotten one yet, please raise your hand. We'll make sure everybody gets one. And just kind of fantasize about the opportunity that's there. And just go ahead and set it down now. And they're coming down your way. Great. Let's move on. Anybody heard of this book? Here's what I say to Mr. Brown. Move it over, my friend. The weekend that the movie released, we scheduled for the book, The AdSense Code, to come out. And I'm happy to say that it hit the New York Times bestseller list. Thank you. I think it's pretty cool, too. I love this part. I'll even say it the way I'm supposed to say it. Say hello to my little friend. It's the penny. The penny gets no love. The penny gets no respect. It's a good thing Abe is on the $5 bill because we can give him the respect that he deserves, right? It's a penny. Big deal, right?
Big deal.
This is something I like to call my AdSense tip jar. AdSense tip jar lives on my website. It is there all day, every day, awaiting tips from people who are going to come through my website, click on my ads, and make me passive income. Every time somebody clicks on an ad, we get money in the tip jar. Now, if we were to take the amount of money that I would make in a day and break it down in real time, it looks a little something like this. second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. I can't turn it off.
Come on. That's good.
All right, now you're clapping for a few pennies in a jar. I mean, I got 8 cents in here. Not a whole lot of money, right? But would you like to see what that looks like over the course of an hour? Yes. Do you want to see what it looks like? Yes. All right. I'm glad you asked. Looks a little something like this. Are we talking real money now? Yeah. I got a couple metaphors for you here. Can I share a couple metaphors with you? Yes, sir. Number one, my cup runs over.
Come on now.
Oh, not just physically. No. I consider myself incredibly blessed to have a loving wife, loving kids, the business that I have, great employees, and the opportunity to stand here and share this story with you. How cool is that? But there's another metaphor here. You know what it is?
What is it?
I'm leaving money on the table. I am. I'm leaving money on the table. Catch. I got to get a bigger bowl. What does that mean? Well, it means more websites, more web pages, more of what I would create for the web to create more opportunities for people to click my ads. There's no limit to it. See, a lot of opportunities online. People are making a lot of money. They're going to be all clandestine. I'm not telling you how I'm doing this. This is a big secret. This is a $14 billion pie. Come on in, the water's fine. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to share it. It's what you call the abundance mentality. All right? People that try to keep what they're doing secret and keep it to themselves so they can have more for themselves, I believe that comes around bad stuff. I believe you share the good stuff, you put it out there, and even if it costs you immediately, it's going to come around in good stuff. It's a rule of the universe. All right, we're going to do a quick contest, and here's what I want to do. I want to give away a copy of the New York Times bestseller, The AdSense Code. Now, I did not say I was just going to throw it out there. I did not say whoever screams the loudest. I'm going to make you do math. Are you ready? Yell it out loud as soon as you think you have it, and hopefully we'll pick the person who does it. And if you've seen this before, shut up. The question is, how much do I make in a day if I earn 1 penny per second in a 24-hour period? Go.
3,000.
No.
84,000.
No. I wish.
Can we use a calculator?
No. Penny per second. $864. Who said it? Come on up. Give him a hand. The answer is $864, sir. Well done. Terry, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the book. And in light of how long it took us to come up with that answer, we'll be canceling the next session and doing remedial math. Sorry, whoever's next. So get your textbooks out, please. All right, let's talk about what people search for on the internet. Hope you got your pen and paper ready there. Here's what they search for. Some search for online entertainment. How many have searched for some sort of online entertainment in the last week? Few hands. Some search for a live chat room of some kind. How many? Couple hands. Some search for a product. How many? Few more hands. What do people search for more than anything? Information. How many searched for information this last week? Look at all the hands. Look around, people. There's your market. This is what people go online for. The majority are looking for information. It is what makes the web go round. Look at all the top sites online, and these are information-based sites. I said earlier, people have problems, not talking emotional. They're looking for something that has a solution, and they'll go on the web to search for it. What's the best restaurant in town, right? Who do I book this travel with? What is the best time of year to plant these types of flowers? They're asking questions, and they end up at websites that create content. Now, I really want you to listen here. There's a lot of content on the web, and the vast majority of it is garbage. How many times have you gone to search for something and clicked on a website, ended up somewhere where you're like, this is not helpful at all? Yes? Yeah, look at all the hands. Because people are clogging the internet with clutter, all for the purpose of gaming the system, trying to trick people into coming to their sites so that they'll click the ads and they'll make money. Well, Google's already gone through a couple waves of weeding out these types of sites. And they are begging, and they are pleading, and they are saying, please, if you are an expert in your field, please create quality, original content. So the people who are searching using our search engine are going to find what they're looking for. Because if they don't find it with Google, they might go to Yahoo, or MSN, or AOL, or any other number of sites. Google's primary objective, as far as you're concerned, is to provide you with the best search results possible. And if it's cluttered up, if the web has all this garbage, people aren't going to find it. And Google wants that content from you. Do you know you have all that content in you? It's true. Content is king. True. But I've got a new way of saying this. It's not just king. Content is ka-ching. Content is ka-ching. It is. The tip jar doesn't lie, folks. By the way, as I'm standing here right now, it's just falling in. I can't stop it. I don't want to stop it. I'm not going to stop it. Okay, I got 3 questions for you. Question number 1, I want you to write this down. What am I passionate about? What is the thing that makes me get up in the morning and have my heart beat and say, this is what I want to do? Write that one thing down. And I don't care if it sounds silly to you. There might be others who have told you that thing sounds silly. You can't do that. I don't buy that. I don't believe that at all. What'd you write down?
I wrote down living.
Living? Yeah. You're passionate about living.
Get up in the morning and go.
Awesome. Living life today. That's the way that I sign my newsletters. Live life today. What'd you write down? I'm going to pick on you.
Nothing yet.
No, you're working on it. That's good. And I got something for you there. What'd you write?
Enjoying my kids.
Enjoying your kids. Wow. Anybody passionate about their children? Think there's other people that are passionate about their kids too? Absolutely. Captain. Sailing. Who knew? Who knew? Pleasure to meet you, sir. I feel like I should salute you with that hat on and all. Are there others that are passionate about that? Are there others that would be looking for content on sailing? Absolutely. And who's going to provide it? Could you? You bet you can. If you don't, somebody else will. They're going to come in and steal your thunder. You going to let them take your thunder? No. Stay away from my thunder. What are you passionate about? Pink. Making passive income. I know a few people that are interested in that as well. Baseball. Any baseball fans? Yep. A lot of baseball fans. A lot of people passionate about that. I got to tell you, this is the foundation for your website. Why would you create a site about something that you aren't interested in, could care less about, and think that you're going to make money doing it when there's people out there that are interested in that topic and do care about it and pour their lives into it? Does that make sense? Yeah. Number 2, what do I know? Get past the passion, get to the head knowledge. What do I know? What kind of information I got stashed up here in this noodle that I've learned over the years that I could share with the rest of the world? Number 3, what are my skills? You got mad skills. What are they in? Got any special training, education? I'll bet you do. As you make a list of things, I'll bet you'd be surprised at just how much you do know about. Now, if you're having a hard time with one of these, go to somebody that knows you, loves you, friend, family member, associate, and say, what do you think I'm good at? What would be a good niche for me? When I was between sophomore and junior years in college, a family member said to me, you ought to go try out for that radio station at the college. Huh. You know, when I was a kid, I used to sit in my room and play records and play DJ. Never thought of actually making the move to really doing it for real. I went to the station, took that advice, instantly got the job. Turned out I was a natural at it. Who knew? She did. An outside family member picked up on it. So if you got a blind spot, then ask somebody, say, hey, what do you think? And they might just be able to point you in a direction that you never imagined. It's all about content. People are searching for information. You need to create content. And the sooner you start creating that content, the sooner you start getting change in the tip jar. Common sense. You with me? Yes. Feeling a little lull here. You know what that means? I think I feel the wave coming on. And it's starting right over here on this side of the room. Push back your chairs, please, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And up and down the room, please. And over in. Very good. Get the blood circulating. Here's how you create content. Number 1, you can write it yourself. And to anybody who says they cannot write their own content, I answer with that same word as the naysayers. If you got thoughts in your head, you can create content. I didn't think I could write before, but you know what I did? Started writing. Words came out. Who knew that pen actually worked? Somehow the synapses fired and it went from here down here to here and it came on paper and I could write. Well, we don't have to write anymore. We just type it, right? You write it yourself. You don't want to write it yourself? Fine. Outsource it. Oh, I love outsourcing content. I can't write everything that we put out. The things I'm most passionate about, I do. Some of the more technical stuff, I have people help me with. Then I go back, fine-tune it, give it my voice. Do you know that using sites like elance.com, write it down, elance.com, you can find people around the other side of the world that for them, $5 for an article is a huge payday. Yeah. And we're talking people that can write. Yeah, you can outsource it. And in fact, you can outsource everything. You can outsource your coding, your graphic design. I can't design my way out of a paper bag, right? If you asked me to draw, I would draw you a stick figure. And then you would proceed to tell me that's not the best stick figure I've ever seen. I can't code. I don't want to. It's not my passion. It's not my gift. So I find people who can do that. Content can be created by site visitors. Oh, this is one of my favorite ways. Oh, listen closely here. If you can create a simple community in your niche or your micro niche, drill deep to find out what that micro niche is. You can create a community. There's others that are going to share that interest. And every time they post posts on that website, there's another web page that's made to create ads. I have a shopping site that I created in 1999 that has over 1 million web pages now because members have created them. I hardly go there at all. I hardly post anything. They're not just talking about shopping and the deals they find online. They're not just talking about free stuff they find. They're talking about their families. They're talking about American Idol. They're talking about their kids. They're talking about everything. And every time they make a post, it creates a brand new page with ads. And every time somebody goes to that page, they click those ads. Guess what happens? Money in the tip jar. Private member sites can as well, although if it's blocked, if you don't let Google in to see what the content of your site is, they can't see the ads. You might consider making it public and make more money with it. Public domain works. I haven't been in the room for much of the speakers, but I know somebody was talking about public domain the other day. You guys know what that is, right? All these works are now in the public domain. As long as they are, and you find something that's in your niche, you can use that content, put it on your site, build web pages. Teleseminars. Do you know the spoken word is one of the best ways to create content? Go to Radio Shack, spend about $40 to get a device that's about this big, digital recorder. Where do you find the content? Every one of you in here is probably within spitting distance of a local community college, university, major college, right? State university. Those places are packed with experts. And what do they do all day? They teach kids. They would love some adult interaction. Let's say your topic is astronomy. You want to know once and for all, is Pluto a dog or a planet? I want to know. You contact the local professor, say, Professor Astronomer Guy, I'm writing an article on Pluto. Would you mind if I came in for 15 minutes and talked to you about it? Because he knows his stuff. Oh, he's going to be like, yes, please. Thank you. People love to share what they know, right? What an opportunity for them. Oh, the world is packed with people who have information. You record it, you transcribe it, you put it on your website. You have fresh, original content that nobody else in the world has. Good stuff, right? You can repurpose material. Got some old papers, Word documents, PDFs. It's your content. You own the copyright. All of that can be transposed and reused online on your website. Got photos. You saw that MySpace site making over $100,000 each month with AdSense from pictures. Videos. Oh, I love to use video now. Put video on your site, a little bit of text about what's in the video, AdSense ads. Content is like the air we breathe. It is everywhere, and all you have to do is see it, smell it, touch it. It is everywhere. Can you do it? I'm going to get you trained yet. Can you do it? I believe you can. This is so easy my mother could do this. Let's take a look at what kind of sites make money with AdSense. Article sites, any kind of article, I don't care what it is, as long as it's not illegal or immoral, Google's good with you putting up content. So no adult content, no adult, you can't be writing about alcohol and stuff, getting ads, or gambling and whatnot. For the most part, any kind of content, they have ads. They have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of ads at any one time, with these advertisers wanting their ads to show up on a website. That's the whole purpose of placing those ads. They want those ads to show up somewhere so people will come to their site. Blogs. What is a blog? You may have heard this already, you may have not. Just to review, in case you don't know, it is short for weblog. It's like an online journal. It's a very simple interface where you put in the title of your post and then your body of your entry, hit submit, and boom, instantly it's on the web. That's all there is to it. You know what we call that? I got one of these for that.
That was easy.
That's how easy it is to blog. In fact, let me show you who's really made it easy. Blogger.com. This is what I call blogging with training wheels. If you've never blogged before, this is how you want to start. Once you get the hang of it, you want to take the wheels off and move to your own site, but that's also very easy. Go to blogger.com, create your account, post your blog. Boom. It is that simple. And once you have your account, there's a button on the inside that says click here to make money with Google AdSense. Oh. Why do you suppose that is? Google owns Blogger. Could they be any clearer? Showers. I get excited. Could it be any clearer? I mean, with Blogger, they are saying, we want your content. And we will put ads on your site because there's money out there that's coming in, it's on the table, and somebody has got to put it in their tip jar. Why not you? You could also make money with member sites and forums. I told you a little bit about this already. Any kind of member site, any kind of forums, they got ads for you. Search engine, directory sites. Google themselves have ads all over their page. You can come up with some sort of niche search engine or directory. You can put ads on there. Game and entertainment sites. You can put ads on there. Even e-commerce sites. I have had people, mom and pop operations, that are selling like their homemade candles, making them out of their garage. Smells like wax. And they're selling them on their website. They're making them, they're inventorying them, they're shipping them, all this overhead. They'll put ads on their site. They'll get ads for candles. They'll make more money from the ads for their competitors than they make selling their own. And they're like, why are we even bothering? This is passive income. Doesn't work for every e-commerce site, but it does work, and it's something you want to test. Social networking sites, the whole Web 2.0 thing. Don't have time to get too far into it right now, but AdSense works there. In any kind of media sites with photos, audio, video, AdSense works. Is there anything I've left off? What's that? Anything. It works with anything. Absolutely. Smart Alec. Escort her out, please. Can you do it? You guys got it. I believe you can. Let's talk about the top 10 mistakes that people make with AdSense. Number 1, not applying for AdSense. Funny, but a huge mistake. If you're not doing it, there's money on that table, and I'll tell you what, I know there's other people that will just be happy to come along, scoop that money up, and put it in their tip jar. Number 2, not creating content. Can I tell you something else, honestly? I don't care what anybody tells you. Any business is going to revolve around that 4-letter word, W-O-R-K. Anybody who tells you that this exists for your whole business,
That was easy.
I've worked hard to build this passive income stream. But because of it, I don't have to work hard anymore. Isn't that where you want to get? There is no easy button, folks. And there's no point in doing something that doesn't matter to you, that doesn't come from who you are. And if you're not creating content, I'll say it this way, not only are you leaving money on the table, but you are doing a disservice to the rest of the world. Because you have something that only you can provide. And if you're holding it back, who's going to do it? If you're not creating content, you're missing out. If you click your own ads, big mistake. Let me say this, don't ever, along with me, ever click your own ads. Google knows who you are. They know where the location that your computer is at. And if you try to orchestrate some funny business to try to make more money from them, they'll shut you down so fast your head will spin. And you can't get your account reopened again. And not only that, the corollary is don't ask other people to click your ads. Don't call up your friends and say, I got my website up, come click, click, click. They'll figure it out. They'll close your account. And you can't have big flashing arrows next to your ads. Click here, click here. Don't do it. Real simple. Google likes things the way they are in the natural world, right? In a natural world, you create content, you put the ads up, people come to your site because of the quality of what you have. You're going to make money. There's no reason to game the system. Using the wrong ad block sizes, and I'm about to go through the right ones here in just a moment. Big mistake if you're using the wrong ones. Using the wrong color palettes with all the choices they give you is a big mistake. Poor page placement, not putting your ads in the right place where they're going to generate maximum click-through. It's a mistake. If you're going to do AdSense halfway, don't do it at all. If you're going to bury your ads somewhere down in the corner where nobody's going to see it, what's the point, right? Not testing and keeping a journal, regardless of what you're doing, whether it's AdSense or anything else. If you're not testing and trying different things on your sales pages and landing pages and your letters, with your products, with your content, with your AdSense placement, you could be making more money if you're not testing. And creating junk sites. We talked a bit about these already. If you're just throwing up sites just for the sake of trying to make a buck, the odds are, A, you're not going to make a buck at all. And B, if you do make a buck, it's not going to last. Because you're not going to keep interest in that site, so you're not going to be creating content for it, and guess what happens? Falls away. Doesn't make any sense to me to spend all this time trying to find a way to make money when I've got the way right here inside me already. Am I right? Yeah. Finally, not continually learning. At our office, we acquire the latest books, the courses, we go to seminars and trainings. We're always learning because this internet world is moving fast. And if you don't keep up, I don't care how smart you are, you get left behind. That's why you got to, it's like a train going by and you got to kind of jump on and catch it while it's going by. Fortunately, you won't get hurt, but you got to jump on. I want to share with you now my 5 secrets for creating massive passive income with Google. But before we do, I want to introduce you to my friend, the monkey. We have several of these around the office. Put him on here like this. You might ask, what was the point of that? There was no point. It was just fun. You can keep that. They're great. You can get them for $3.99 at Amazon.com. We love flying. They fly around our office all the time. We'll have a guest there, and you'll hear, ah! They'll be like, what? All right, 5 secrets for creating massive passive income with AdSense. Number 1, use the right ad block size. What are the sizes? Oh, they got short sizes, tall sizes, skinny sizes, fat sizes, long sizes, squatty sizes, squares, rectangles, you name it. Lots of choices. We've tested them all. Can I just tell you what the best one is? That'll create the maximum click-through? This is it. The rectangle, large or medium, appropriately placed with the correct color blend on your page generates maximum click-through. And we're not just talking a little bit more money, we're talking a lot more money. This is followed by what's called the leaderboard. This is the long banner that appears at the top of many pages or within the content, anywhere from 1 to 4 ads. They're really good for member sites, and I'll show you examples here in a moment. This is an old version of my blog, and you'll notice the peachy colored ad up towards the top. It's kind of in a place that you would expect to see an ad, and kind of the size, right? Those don't get clicks. Do you know why? Because people have become banner blind. This is the ad they see all the time, and this is where they see it, or all the way up at the top. We don't even look there anymore because we know that's going to be an ad. Here's my shopping forum site. Check out the leaderboard that appears in the white space there. Now this gets some really nice clicks because it is appropriately placed and it is the right block size. Can't tell you why it works all the time. We just know it works. Here's a site about Australia. And it's not the most attractive site in the world, but it gets the ad clicks. People come to the site to read the content about going to Australia, and they either enjoy the content and go to another page, or they're going to click off. I don't care how good your site is. Nobody is going to camp out and live there forever. They got to leave sometime. So how are they going to leave? Are they going to leave by going to their favorites, or are they going to find what they're looking for on your site? We want them to find what they're looking for. Click that ad and put money where? In the tip jar. Thank you. Number 2, optimize your ad block page placement. You got to put them in the right place. Up at the top, we already determined not a good place for an ad. How about along the sidebar is an afterthought? Whose eyes are drawn to the ads? Not many. Not a good place for them. You want your ads where people's eyeballs are. How about this example? These folks, I don't see any AdSense on that page. I scroll down once, I scroll down twice, and all the way at the bottom, there's their ads. Think they're making any money from that? No, why even bother? But this site on investments has excellent AdSense placement. A nice image up there. They've got an opt-in form. They've got plenty of links to articles. And if somebody comes to that site and goes, you know what? I'm really looking for that Schwab investment guide. Oh, boom, there it is on that ad. Guess who gets paid? Cha-ching, the site owner gets paid. Check out this site. This belongs to theideabox.com. And they have very cleverly placed their AdSense ads in line with their content. There's Boo, the third one down is Boo Bunnies, and right under that, ads by Google. From the visitor's perspective, they don't care what link they click. They want the solution to whatever the problem is at that moment. Am I right? I just lost my, thank you. In fact, the creator of the Idea Box is here. David, could you please stand up? Thank you. Do we have a mic? I wasn't going to do this, but since David showed up here today, if we have a handheld, let's get over there for just a moment. David's one of my students that had learned about AdSense from me, and I don't know the exact numbers, but if you could just briefly tell us before and then after you did what I told you to do.
Before I implemented the changes, matter of fact, it was just one of the changes, the block placement. I had that best typical banner ad that you have up at the top of the sites. We were making about $15, $20 a day on AdSense, and once I implemented that one change, I changed it from the top of the site, put that big block rectangle ad right in the middle of my site, like it is right here. We went from making $15, $20 a day to about $120 to $150 a day.
How about that? Thanks, David. And that's one change. That's just one. Oh, we got a whole litany of changes. There's a lot of things that can be done to perfect your site, to bring more money out of it, take it off the table, and put it in your tip jar. Number 3, Select the correct color schemes. Google gives you lots of choices. Don't write these down. They got grape skin. They got bluebird. They got peaches and cream. And to those I say, no, no, no. You want to know the tried and true color scheme? Here it is. Time-tested and proven. No border or background. Now, this applies to the majority of sites that have black text on a white background. There is a reason that throughout the ages, newspapers have printed black ink on a white background. It is the easiest to read. If you've got a black background with red text on it, my eyes! You can't read it. People aren't going to stick around for it. No border or background. By the way, there are some instances where design would dictate you want colors on your site, and that's fine. This is just for the majority of content-based sites. Blue links. Don't get all fancy, trying red and purple and these other things. Why does blue work? It's what we're trained. Blue means I am a link. Click me and I will take you where you want to go. Simple, right? Black description. Again, the black text on the white background. And then your display URL, this is the site that you're actually clicking to. You make that gray, which in the AdSense administrative toolbar, you put in a hexadecimal code, and it's 666666, which I fondly refer to as the AdSense of the beast. Well, that's funny.
No, it's true.
All right, for example, what do you guys think of this color? No. That burns my eyes. It's not going to work. What about this? Cleverly blended, by the way, this is one of my sites. It's a parental control site where we are affiliated with software manufacturers that create parental control tools, keep kids safe online. And I am an affiliate of those. Well, they come to the site, they might click the links at the top, cha-ching, money in the chip jar, or they might scroll down the page and end up buying one of the products, in which case I get an affiliate commission. Either way, ka-ching. This is a Chris Perillo's site, lockergnome.com. Anybody familiar with LockerGnome? Very popular tech site in like the top 2,000 sites on the web in terms of traffic. And Chris is a friend of mine, and I sent him an instant message after I cracked the AdSense code. And I said, you're leaving tons of money on the table. And he wrote me back, said, I don't have time for this now, whatever, right? Next day, bright and early, instant message pops up from Chris. Bing, all capital letters, dude! Changed his life. He's never looked back, and now he is making a killing. Turn to your neighbor and say, a killing. Oh, obscene amounts of money with AdSense. Here's a site. This is a 67-year-old grandmother, and she became a student a couple years ago. She read my book, and she got my course, and she travels the world. She's passionate about traveling the world and helping other people who are seasoned to show that there's a lot of adventure travel out there, and retiring doesn't mean that you quit living. She has been to so many countries. I saw a picture of her world map, and there are pins everywhere, including Antarctica. And she was encouraged to put up the site called travelswithsheila.com. Remember I told you before that AdSense is so easy, even my mother could do it? That's Mom. This is the same woman that in 1980, when I spent $500 on a TRS-80 Model 1 computer, said, what are you going to do with that? Now, she blogs religiously. She bought a video camera just before last Thanksgiving, and she took it with her to Antarctica to film the penguins. Now, everywhere she goes, she takes her camera, and on her site, you will find videos as well. Last month, she had 35,000 visitors to her website. Yay, Mom! She's 67. She's just learning this stuff. If she can do it, can you do it? Oh, my goodness. If my mom could do it, you can do it. There's no question. Number 4, use the tools at your disposal. What kind of tools? For example, if you want to watch your stats and keep an effective journal of your changes, there's a program called AdSense Buddy. Untested with Vista, but we know works great with XP and all previous versions. AdSense Buddy will let you keep tabs in your stats in such a way that you can see the charts and the graphs. So you can check your ups and downs of your number of ads that you show, how many clicks that you receive, and so on. And I don't have the slide for this, but it's got a built-in AdSense journal where you could say, on May 24th, I signed up for AdSense. May 25th, put it on my site and put the blocks on these pages. May 26th, change it to this. And you track your stats and you know what the changes that you're doing are making. You also want to track your secret stats. Ooh, secret stats. And protect your AdSense account. If somebody comes to your site and wants to try to shut you down by doing a bunch of clicks, Google has mechanisms in place, but every now and then I hear somebody getting their account shut down and they didn't do anything wrong. There's a program that we developed called AdSense Detective. It's a little piece of code. You put the code on your site and it begins tracking your secret stats. Like what? Oh, like the ads that are getting clicked on. It can tell you what ads are getting clicked on. So if you know what the ads that are getting clicked on, then you can create more content that brings those types of ads. It tells you what search terms people use to find your site. Cool little tool. Track your secret stats. And join an AdSense community, a community of other marketers. I happen to know of a rather good one. AdSenseChat.com for my members, where they come, they discuss their websites, they critique each other, and help each other to earn more money online. Number 5, diversify your income. Do you think AdSense is the only way that I make money with my sites? Oh, no, no, no. No. I teach people, there's so many ways. I wish I could just, and then you go, oh, okay, I get it. So many ways. Here's just one. Okay, multiple revenue streams, and don't write all these down because there's a lot. There's Contera, there's Chitica, there's Intellitext, there's shopping ads, there's widget bucks. They're all compatible with Google AdSense. Here's one example. Contera, take the code, paste it on your site. Unlike the ad blocks with AdSense that you see up there above the article, see the little circled area with the double underline, the word blogging? This code searches your page, finds keywords, and when you roll your mouse over it, a little ad pops up. Click that ad, guess what happens? Ka-ching! Money in the tip jar. We have so many different ways that we monetize our websites. This one change took me 15 minutes tops, and it increased my income stream $60 a day. One change. And we just keep coming up with new ways to monetize your content. Cool or cool? Honestly, I wish we can go on. There are affiliate programs. We make money with Google AdWords. We make money with Web 2.0 sites like Facebook and Twitter. We make money with the Yahoo Publisher Network, with link ads, word cloud sites. There are so many opportunities and so many ways to monetize content. If you focus on the content creation, Nike had it right. Just do it. Do you see how regardless of what else you're doing, that having content on your own website is a key to a passive income stream? Yes. I'm going to show you this one example. There was a couple of young guys in the UK that developed this site called 1000words.com. And on this site, they had all these words and said, if you want to own this word for a fee, we will give you the keyword and link it to your site. You'll get search engine benefit and you'll get traffic. I looked at it, saw they had about 12 words sold, got my developer on the phone. Take a look at this. Can you duplicate it? Uh-huh. How long? A week. Great. Can you make it better? Yeah. So he did. We launched 500words.com. Yes, it's a little gimmicky, but it's what people were looking for at the right time. And we told them we'll drive traffic to that page, it will get Google page rank, you will get search engine results, and you will get traffic from it. In 72 hours, we sold $75,000 in words. That's not the best part. I'm on the phone with my developer again. Guy just called, he wants to build his own word site. Can you package it? Yeah. How long? A week. Great. Linksizzler.com. We sold $100,000 in the software that creates this type of site. Wow. Oh, it's still there, by the way. You can purchase it for $897. It's a high-end package. Is that cool? A refresher. Google made $14 billion in ad revenue in 2007. What would you do with some extra passive income? How about $500 a month? Got a place for that? Yes. Car payment? How about $1,000 a month? Start dreaming bigger. $2,500 a month. How about $5,000 a month? How about joining the FedEx Club and getting $10,000 a month? Can you do it? I believe you can. If my mom can do this, let this be a wake-up call. The opportunity is ripe. And if you're not diving in, you're leaving the money on the table. And it's time to take your money off the table because Google wants you to have it. So why do people fail? Number one, unreasonable expectations. Well, I'm going to sign up for an AdSense account, and I'm going to stand back and watch money come in. Doesn't work like that. I'm going to write an article, and I'm going to be rich. Doesn't work like that. And anybody who tells you that it does, not telling you the truth. They give up too easily. But Joel, I signed up for my AdSense account, and I wrote 2 articles, and this is hard. You guys are here for a